guys, welcome back to the Samsung stage at GameSpot's coverage of E3. Wow, it's been quite a day. We just had Far Cry 4 on the stage, and now it's another Ubisoft game. It's time for Rainbow Six, The Siege, or Siege? Is there a the in there?
Rainbow Six Siege.
Just no the. You've got rid of the. There's no need for the.
Yep.
Just Siege.
Siege.
All right, well, Andrew, sorry. It's a pleasure to have you on stage.
Thanks
I
a lot.
literally just asked him if you preferred Andy or Andrew, and then chose the other one. That's the type of guy I am. A horrible interviewer. So I think we've got the demo you showed off at the the Ubisoft press conference just the other day. So let's. I think we'll take a look at that, and if you could maybe talk us through, because I'm really keen to know, buddy, is it's obviously very different from the last Rainbow Six game I played or anyone played, which would be in Vegas too. I'm kind of keen to know, is the mode we're looking at, is that like the main experience, or is that like a multiplayer part of the experience?
So we're here showing the multiplayer multiplayer mode of Rainbow Six Siege. So it's PvP 5v5 player versus player hostage rescue game mode.
Yeah.
And it's all about this new asymmetrical siege gameplay we've made between attackers and defenders. We'll be following the role of the attackers right here.
Okay. Yeah,
so
here
you see the guys are getting ready here.
So everyone's just like logging in, right?
Yep. So we're going back to first-person tactical shooter, no more third-person cover. So we're going back to the roots of the franchise. So as you see here, we're in the observation phase for players. So right now you're following the attackers. So they're observing the map of the house. They spawn the drone here. They're going to go and drone around the rest of the house.
So do you spawn as a drone then when you're an attacker? Is that how you always start? A drone in the house?
Yeah, right now the attackers spawn a drone. They evaluate the map. So they see the defenders right now. They're fortifying, right? They're fortifying. They know the oncoming assault, the attackers is coming. So what they're doing is they're placing fortifications around the objective, which in this case is the hostage.
Yeah, it reminds me like in the Nazi Zombies mode in Call of Duty when you're like building up the barriers with the windows. That type of stuff. There are points in the house as a defender you can interact with and shore it up. Is that?
They're building a stronghold. So the big giant metal grate stuff, it's a wall reinforcement which prevents that wall from coming down from a breach charge, and the barricades actually reroute the attackers throughout the map. What you're seeing here is the planning phase on the tactical map. So the planning phase is back in Rainbow Six Siege. So the attackers right now are planning out. They decided, you know what? Let's go and helicopter drop to the roof and begin the match that way and get the drop on the first guy.
So if you're playing online then with four other buddies, and you want to try and... how do you decide where you go? Like, is it a voting system, or how does it work?
Yeah, it's a voting system. We're getting back to the main pillars of the franchise. It's all about tactics, team play, and tension. So we're going to go right back into those things, which the tactical map is a part of. So you have to vote on what you want to do with friends after you've evaluated and communicated throughout the observation phase.
I noticed we've got a few different loadouts here as well. So you get to choose your type of loadout as well before each mission?
So we have prototype classes. We're pre-alpha right now, so there's some prototype classes here for the attackers. You're seeing we're following the role of an assaulter. We have a breacher, and we also have a point man. And right now about here, you're going to see our brand new procedural destruction system in action, our destruction engine. The first breach, take the first guy out. You'll see a lot of walls start coming down. We have a brand new Real Blast destruction engine. That is the center of the experience of Rainbow Six Siege. So you see the wall coming down here. And what's good about the brand new destruction engine is that it's material based. So when gyps blows up, it reacts like gyps. When you shoot so you place a breach charge on a gyps wall, it explodes like gyps. When you take a shotgun and you shoot a wooden floor, wooden surface, it splinters just like wood. Yep.
Cool.
So we have a firefight between rooms here. Defender moving around, rerouting themselves.
So what made you guys decide to go back to this more kind of classic Rainbow Six experience? Is it just because a whole load of other people are doing, shooters in different ways now, like more like Vegas, and you want to, what made you go back to your roots basically with this type of game?
We wanted to go back to the roots. When we rebooted the title in January 2013, we really wanted to go back to the roots of Rainbow Six. So again, the tactics, team play, tension, but also we did a reductive study on what makes Rainbow Six. What's that gameplay? And it's all about two opposing forces. The attackers that breach and the defenders that wait for the oncoming breach of the attackers, right? And so what we did was we based this entire gameplay around this asymmetrical gameplay around that. But at the core, we included destruction because counter-terrorist units, they're surgical with destruction. So on both sides, attack and defense, you'll be able to use that to your advantage. Attackers, you get to place breach charges on walls, make new navigational opportunities. You'll see a guy breach a floor pretty soon and actually get the drop on some guys. And you see here, he actually creates a new line of sight for the sniper on the outside, take this guy out. The same thing can be done with shotguns with defense. Defenders can actually make a giant hole in the wall, throw C4, get an attacker, ambush them. We had a lot of fun here, a lot of player creativity in our gameplay.
So could you also play this game against AI, or is this game mode only ever going to be player versus player?
What we have here at E3, we're showing off our multiplayer, But we've announced that we do have single player and co-op, but we're kind of top secret right now. We're kind of keeping it close to the chest, but we look forward to sharing more in the future.
But even with so this is obviously, as you say, you're showing the multiplayer here. I mean, is it possible to play this exact mode, but with 5 friends against 5 AI populating this house?
No, right now it's 5v5, all PvP.
All PvP, right.
Yeah, it's all PvP. So they actually re-barricaded themselves in the bottom floor, the last 3 guys. So he's going to go in there, he's going to drone around, see what's going on. They repositioned the hostage. And you're about to see the destruction system at work. The attackers actually coming together, using their tactics, and doing a double breach here. But again, going back to the roots, going back to we also have no respawn here. So when you die, you stay dead. However, you can still instead of just watching the death cam, you go back and actually use observation tools, so the attackers can reuse their drone, look through the drone, and call out enemy locations. And the defenders have a security camera system. They can actually say, "Hey man, watch out! They're flanking you. They're going to go through. They're going to go through the wall."
So you're not like a ghost cam where you can kind of float around as you want. It's more like there's actually a reason for you to be able to do that. So as you say, security cameras or respawning again as a drone. So you can still kind of help out. Well, that's good. That's good. 'Cause that's always one of those. It's always the difficulties with that, one live multiplayer game was just if you're the idiot who accidentally gets killed right at the offset, like that first terrorist guy. You've got there a boring way, and you're like, God, I want to be in the action. But so they can still be involved at least in some part. I guess.
They're absolutely involved. I mean, that communication is absolutely key, especially when you die. When you go in, you can communicate with people and really be leverage your viewpoint. Right? You're always relevant. Again, being a unit, teamwork, tactics. It's all part of the new gameplay.
So what happens if, say, like, someone in your team, like, see Psycho here, suddenly he realizes he's left the cooker on and he quits the game? How's that going to affect this kind of experience?
Well, right now, we've gone through the game flow where you see right here. So right now, we haven't really stressed out too much right here. We're showing off. We're pre-alpha.
Yeah.
So we haven't really tightened up our matchmaking system yet. Okay. We're kind of keeping things close to the cards for now. We have some interesting things. But right now, we're basically just showing off what happens. There's only 7 seconds of the clock. You have an epic ending to the demo. We haven't really stressed out the punish any kind of system where people quit out or whatever. We just want to maintain the core gameplay and focus on that right now.
Fantastic. So I mean, so when can we expect to find out more about Rainbow Six? Like, you guys gonna be at Gamescom? Are you gonna be showing off more stuff then, or?
So we're not. We came here right now at the pre-alpha build. We wanted to announce the game. Say Rainbow Six is back. The father of tactical shooters has returned with this brand new gameplay, and we're really excited to be here at E3. The response has been really good. We want to come back and show more, but right now we're focused on iterating and making sure we're working more on the game. We'll show more when we have a lot more to show, but when it's ready, we don't not really sure yet, but stay tuned. We'll have a lot more stuff.
Okay, well, that's actually about all we got time for. So, Andrew, thank you so much for coming on stage.
Thanks a lot, man.
Rainbow Six. It's great to have the franchise back. I've been kind of missing it. I don't think I'd realized how much I missed it until I saw the demo again. So it's great. But yeah, guys, we are going to go back to the show floor, I think, for a brief moment. But we will be back on stage with The Evil Within in just a few minutes. So don't go anywhere.